shares, guess what? Guess who's my buddy? And for the company, it works out best because the more people I can have selling, the better. I'll sell all those, right? Bigger the deal, the more sellers I'm going to have. Every new issue has to have a registration statement called a prospectus. Preliminary one's called a red herring. And what that does is that tells you what the company looks like. Gives you financial statements. Before the SEC was formed in 1934, no prospectus. You can trust me, it'll be good. So every investor, before they invest, have to have a prospectus in their hands or in a PDF file on their computer. Preliminary, and then they'll get a final one too. How will they value the IPO? You said there's a roadshow? So, I go to Matt's investment firm because he got 6 out of 6 on the practice quiz. And I said, Matt, what do you think of this company? Here's the financials. Here's the shares. What do you think? Well, Matt comes back to me and says, I'd be interested. About 1 million shares. Got about 20, but that's as high as I'll go. Okay, so I start going around all these different firms, right? Picking up every different things. Build a book. This isn't a firm commitment from anybody, this is just what you're thinking, right? Then I look at where the bid pricing is and I kind of price it right about there. Before I price it, I ask the firm if they want to do it at that price, they could back away if they want to. If it's too low a price, the firm has the right to say, you know what, no more, I'm not interested. It's an attractive price, we'll take it, okay? So that's why they were all upset with Zuckerberg, because sometimes the CEO and CFO will go on a roadshow with them to kind of talk about the business, and Zuckerberg never wore a tie, he always wore hoodies to every meeting, so. When you got a $100 billion company, you can be kind of arrogant though. Sometimes I can offer more shares. They'll give me a number of shares that I can issue. Then sometimes there'll be something called a green shoe, in which I could issue additional 10 to 15% more shares if I can sell them. Okay. Lockup, we said for the company shareholders, it's usually 90, could be 60, it could be 6 months too, 90 days, 180 days. Before you can sell. After that, you're free to sell the shares anytime you want to. Is it better for the IPO to be underpriced or overpriced? How come?
We have growth, room to grow.
Who makes money then, though?
The shareholders.
If it's underpriced, the company's not getting as much money, right?
Right.
If it's overpriced, then the company's getting a lot of money, but the investors are getting taken.
Right.
So where do you want to be? Right in the middle. I want to keep the company happy because guess what? They could issue more stock and more bonds, right? Oh, I love you, but then the investors have to keep happy too. That's why the investors would like it underpriced. The company would like it overpriced, so I try to be somewhere in the middle to keep everybody happy. Which is sometimes not that easy to do. What would happen in the year 2000 is companies would come public, their shares would go up 200–300% on the first day. Way underpriced. Then those companies would run out of cash within 2 years, and they'd be gone. I wonder sometimes if they knew that those companies wouldn't last a long time anyways. Okay. Any questions? Equity, private, venture capital, equity, what's covered? Primary, secondary exchanges, preferred stock, members' dividends. Private equity is different than venture capital. Venture capital, we want to grow the firm, right? What do you want to do with private equity? Fire people. Shrink the firm and then grow it. And whose investment term is longer? Venture capital or private equity? Venture capital, yeah. Private equity, if they hold on to this thing for more than 5 years, there's something wrong. If they did wrong. Okay. Any questions?
Is one the numbers look good?
Yeah. Private equity, as soon as those numbers start to look good, guess what? We're going public. Those numbers aren't looking good, then there's some kind of problem somewhere. Questions? Who wants to go home? I do.
So IPO paper, I think we have a paper, is it go?
That's not due until week 6. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh, okay.
Focus on the clips, right? And homework chapter 30 and chapter 23.